Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Welcome to Sports. Next podcast. Thank you for all the support on the first video. Podcast doing well. If you want to have a look, it's on our YouTube channel, Sports. It's for the NFL Draft 2020. Today's topic is on Premier League primarily, but we'll be looking at the NBA and other leagues around the world to see what they should do during this quarantine period. Today, we've got with us Mr. Matt Hoops.
Hello.
And Mr. Irfan Chowdhury as well.
Hello.
So, lads, NBA announced yesterday that from May 1st, they're going to start letting players go back to the practice facility. People who don't know the NBA are about,
May 11th, it got
of the
cancelled.
way through their season. They're basically done. Some teams are already in the playoffs. They can't not be in the playoffs. Some teams aren't. But it obviously the NBA needs to finish to show, where picks are going to go, etc., stuff like that. So the Premier League still has no date on or any clues on what's happening yet. But the Air Division, which is the Dutch league for people that don't know, have cancelled their season outright. So they were nearly finished, same as the Premier League. They have cancelled it, so there were no champions. No people have got relegated, which then obviously takes a knock-on effect for the leagues below them.
The league below, yeah.
Once they cancel one league, they can't just go, the division below, they get promoted because they can't, because no one got relegated.
So who was going to win that? Who was in position to win?
Ajax.
Ajax. I think they were looking pretty good for the win as well. So,
were they mathematically crowned as champs or not?
I think they were very close to being. But this goes to the Premier League, lads. What do you think? Well, with myself being a Liverpool fan, Matt being Aston Villa, and Chow being Arsenal, I'm looking at winning. Matt's looking at being relegated. Chow's looking at Champions League. What do you think?
Mid-table. Come on, be honest. Mid-table.
No. Champions League.
Look at the whole league, don't we? We're top, bottom, and middle, right there.
Yeah. What do you guys think should happen with the Premier League? What are the positives and negatives of the effects of what your choice is?
I would love Aston Villa not to be relegated. End of. I mean, you got to go with your hearts in that case. And I think at the moment, if the league were to continue, there's some play behind closed doors, or whatever, we get stuffed every week and we get relegated. So, being very selfish from a Villa fan's point of view, I would say let's follow the Dutch. Solid people, the Dutch. Great beer, great cheese. I think, selfishly from my heart, I think that's what we should do. But you're quite right in what you said about what does that do to the championship?
Yeah.
What does that do to the things below it? And
it obviously would then affect Champions League for next year as well. Would you then, if you cancel the Premier League, would you then have to cancel the Champions League?
Do you give the positions back to the teams who qualified last year? But then you'd be repeating stuff. And how would that work? Because say Wolves are in Europa League, for example, and they're in a good shot to earn a Champions League place.
Yeah.
So how does that work out?
It all kind of links, doesn't it, with the Air Division cancelling now and them not having a champion. What are UEFA going to do with Champions League? Are Ajax going to be in the Champions League next year? Because they should be.
Yeah, it's got to be a European-wide decision, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to come from UEFA. Thinking it like this now, it's got to start from the top. They've got to decide Champions League, and it's got to filter all the way down.
Yeah.
So maybe the Dutch have jumped the gun a little bit here. Maybe they shouldn't have stepped up.
I think the German league's jumped the gun as well a little bit here.
What the German do,
What are they doing? Are they restarting?
They've got the green light to come back on May 9th.
Are they doing it behind closed doors?
From what I've heard and what I've read, yeah, they are, because and fans aren't happy about that. They're fuming.
Okay. Well, what do you reckon should happen, Child, with your team mid-table, but it's very cluttered there? What do you think? What would you like what would you like to happen for Arsenal? But realistically, what can you see happening?
So, on Twitter, where I do have a lot of these battles, if you do want to follow me. Fourth account. I've stood my ground and said EFL are stringing people on here. They should just cancel it. There's no room for sports in this world at all at the moment. Bringing football back, it's a bit selfish for the fans, because they're not going to get to watch. Season ticket holders aren't going to get to watch, even though you're going to reimburse them somehow. EFL have said, yeah, we're going to do testing before everyone comes back. But realistically, key workers aren't even getting tested. So how is that going to happen? And if footballers get tested before key workers, riots are going to happen. There's a lot to go because you've got 57 players in June who are out of contract. You've got, and if I'm a player and I'm about to sign with Juventus, like Willian might or someone like that, I'm not going to come back for a month or 2 months and potentially injure myself and the deal fall through.
Yeah, very valid points there. So you think it should be cancelled and then, so both of you think it should be cancelled and then just restart whenever it is safe to?
Because if it...
Point for me, sorry, Charles. I never thought we'd live to see the day where Chowdhury would take the high ground, the moral high ground. Here. I'm amazed that he's spot on. He's absolutely spot on. But because, yeah, I'm learning new things about you, mate. It's fantastic.
Because if it comes back and it's not going to finish June 30th, which is when they want it, you've also got to think players have had 2 months off where they've just been stuck in their houses. Well, most of them. Tottenham haven't. We all know what I think about Tottenham.
And an Everton player today has been criticised for going to a house party.
Yeah, so they've been Jack Grealish, Matt. You know about him. Yeah, they've been going out drinking, partying, things like that. You're gonna have to do 2-3 weeks of pre-season.
I think Brendan Rodgers said, someone asked Brendan Rodgers how much time would he need for his team to be physically fit, and I believe he said 4 to 5 weeks training full on for them to be physically fit again.
You're not going to start the new season as well until October, November.
No,
and then you've got Euro. You got Euro 2021 as well.
Yeah. So Euros got pushed back. Olympics, I think, has got pushed back as well.
Yep.
So I'm coming at it from the point of a Liverpool fan. We're going to win. There's no way that we can basically lose.
Is it mathematically?
Sorry?
Is it mathematically certain?
I don't think it's mathematically. I think there's one more match or something like that. We've got. It was the Man City match. I think we had to win or something. But basically, I don't want to see the league cancelled because if you put it into, if you're looking at this Liverpool team, there's been no other team that has done this well. The Invincibles, yes, were great, but they didn't have this many points, this many goals. I think Liverpool have been absolutely superb this year. And for them to cancel it and just be like, no, Liverpool don't win and these teams don't get relegated is crazy. I think it messes everything up. Can they do it in the next couple of months? No. I think you need to delay. And every league should do it. You can't, Air Division cancelling is crazy. It's going to mess up so many different leagues. It messes up their chances for Champions League. What you're going to, no Dutch team in the Champions League, that's massive amounts of money lost for each team that is possibly going to go there. That's, people looking to go Ajax because they want to win, be in the Champions League. That ain't happening now. That's one thing off their list. It's crazy. They can't cancel the leagues. It's madness. It'd be like, the NBA season, LeBron, time's running out for him. He's got maybe 2 years, 3 years max at his best. If they went and cancelled the league now, when he's on the way to win MVP and probably go and win that championship, because Golden State are trash this year. The only team that are looking to beat him are the Clippers, and even, they're a bit funny every now and then. I think it's madness. I think you just have to delay. You have to look at it realistically. Can we carry on soon? No. No one knows what's going to happen. The NFL season might not even start on time. And we're looking at, 4 or 5 months away from that. Training will start soon for NFL, maybe. I don't know. I don't think you can. I don't think you can cancel it. I think there's too many negatives. If you can.
The thing with the NBA is though, there's a rule in the rule book saying if something like this ever happened, the best team or something like that in the NBA would get the championship if it doesn't finish. Something like that.
And being a Liverpool fan now, if you said to me, right, the Premier League stopped, we're finishing now, Liverpool win and these 3 teams get relegated, man, that would suck. Because that would be, there's a chance those relegated teams could get out of relegation.
I was going to say, With Liverpool, it's pretty much a dead cert. I was winding you up. It's pretty much a dead cert. They are going to win it if it carries on. But the relegation can change.
Yeah.
So just cut your point and say, Villa, you're how many points off now? 1 point off now, but it doesn't matter. We're ending it now, and you're relegated.
Yeah.
It's not the right.
And
it's not
the
fair
Champions
treatment.
League, the top four can change easily. There's so many, teams that can go for that fourth spot at the minute. To say, oh yeah, the next three teams in Champions League, it's madness. It can't happen. It cannot happen. You can't end it. And as a Liverpool fan, we'd be like, yeah, we won the 20. No, you didn't, mate. That counts. That for season. But counts as short. That is a fake trophy, and that is what I will get off every Man United fan for the rest of my life. Is that you never ever won that trophy? The season got cancelled. Blah blah blah. Oh my God!
It'd be a bigger meme than Steven Gerrard falling over, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be another taint. It's the only thing that has stopped Liverpool winning this year is a bloody virus. Like,
it's a pretty big thing,
crazy.
Though, isn't it?
It's
you also have to look at it from financial point of view. Let's say if we ended it now, Matt's Villa would lose 150 mil.
There's a lot of money in there.
City would have a hissy fit because they'd sue the league because they're like, oh, hold on, Liverpool didn't officially win the league. We're suing you now because we could have caught up. And who's to say Liverpool wouldn't have lost 11 in a row, even though it realistically wouldn't have happened.
But you can't say it wouldn't, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It also, if you look at like the Championship, is it Leeds are doing really well? They're looking to get promoted, and to then go, yeah, the season's now done. You got no chance of being promoted. You have to wait till next year. I think it just takes like
Leeds are about the point where they're going to choke every time, don't they? Leeds are always in this position. They choke every year. So
yeah. But even to the point of, if you look at contracts and teams planning, like, we're going to have this player for this many years, blah blah blah. If all the leagues cancel, everyone's now a year behind in their plans, and they've lost 6 months out of a player. Mane is amazing, and if he decides, or if Real Madrid put in a stupid offer for him, or Barcelona, and he decides to go, it's like he was amazing this season. He's not going to win at Liverpool if they cancel the league now. And that might change the dynamics for next year. If we lose Mane, get 200 million and can't replace him. I know one player that makes a team, but he's been amazing this season. I
think transfers are going to be nothing's going to happen. I think it's going to be a lot like shops where they discount everything. Like Mbappe might even go down to 80 million or something.
Well, yeah, because surely football clubs are losing money now. Spurs have furloughed their workers, and I think they said that Spurs players aren't going to take a pay cut. Liverpool reversed that decision. Thank God, they're earning millions. Like, how can you not pay some cleaner who's earning, probably 15 grand a year? Crazy. They can't furlough him for a couple of months. What are they earning? Like £1,000 a month? Madness.
Ludicrous. Yeah.
But it's tough for me. I want to see Klopp hold that trophy up. I said if Liverpool won the trophy, I'd get Klopp tattooed. And at the minute, that bet's going down the drain.
but also is it only takes one person to restart it. You're touching sweaty footballers. You're heavy breathing. It only takes one player, one referee, one coach to get it, and then it's shut down again. And then you miss next season. You might miss the season after. So you're looking at 2 seasons of no football. And I get the Premier League want to go ahead with this because they lose £750 million in TV money, and this is the only reason they want to do it, because the Dutch league don't earn that much money off of who's watching Dutch league. Let's be honest. No disrespect to them. The only team in the Dutch league is Ajax. That's it. But like, Dutch league don't earn 750 million like the Prem do
worldwide.
Because the from what I read, the Premier League would have to give that money back to Fox, to Sky Sports, and people like that.
Well, I suppose because the contract hasn't been fulfilled, has it really? If you think about, if they've paid for a season worth of games, and then, it's not happening, is it? That's
but morally, cut Liverpool out of it, Gav. Morally, what would you say?
Oh yeah, totally. Like I said, mate, I don't think it should be cancelled. Not on the facts of Liverpool not winning, but also on the fact of I think it just screws. It's like a tumbling down pyramid. It's you cancel this, it's going to mess up this, mess up that. Blah, blah, blah. It's just this cascading effect of things that are going to screw up. I think you should just delay. You got to wait till it's safe. Until. Could you have an Olympic-style village where all the teams are there with the minimum staff and it's all on lockdown? Yes. Would it cost a lot of money? Yes. Could they play behind closed doors? Yes. Could it work? I think as long as you add that quarantine period and they're all inside, and 2 weeks have gone, everyone's tested, everyone's safe. Yeah, let's go for it. But then again, like Chow said, you got to look at the morals. Is that morally right? Is sport that important at the minute because those players have got to make a big decision there where they could not see their families possibly for 3-4 months.
I think
Also, you've got. Sorry, Matt, but also you've got Muslim players where Ramadan's just started, like Ozil, Pogba. They're both Muslim, and they've started Ramadan. Are they going to want to play in the middle of a pandemic?
Yeah, true. Very true.
How far are Villa off?
The whole family aspect is something. Yeah, we need to kind of bring up. These are young men. These are far younger than me. Chad is younger than me. These are all early 20s with young kids, young partners, and stuff. And to do what you're suggesting, yes, it would get the league done, but yeah, would I want to be that far away from my family? I've got young kids.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's a lot to ask them. It is putting them in danger.
Yeah. Is sport really that important?
I think.
Yeah.
If you guys think sports,
it is.
If you guys think sports that important, just leave a comment. Let us know what you think, and we could put in the next podcast.
Yeah, definitely. We're looking for more subjects. We're trying to get as many out as we can now. Me and Chad are gonna look at doing an NBA podcast this week at some point. And then as the news comes in and stuff, stuff's going to be happening with the NBA now, by the sounds of it. And depends what that crazy Trump guy decides to do, if he decides to just reopen everywhere. And what's going to happen with the NFL? I guess, the draft's over now. Giants have had a good draft there.
I really don't.
After the first selection.
Maybe that should be our next podcast is, how do we feel about the NFL draft? How are players? Blah, blah, blah.
I really don't think American sports is going to go ahead.
Baseball, MLB was meant to start. And, that is a huge sport in America. And,
Rounders.
But they're on about doing what I said, just playing it behind closed doors and, cracking on. I don't know. It's a weird thing. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching again to our lovely podcast. Thank you for Mr. Chowder, Mr. Matt Coops joining us today. Behind me, it's not the Giants arena. It's, what is it, Matt? It's
the Allegiance. It's the Death Star on Earth. It's the Mecca. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful new Raiders stadium in Las Vegas.
So this is me and the boys are looking to go and shoot a little documentary over there. We're going to try and raise enough money to go over to Vegas, watch a game for the new Raiders, and go check out the stadium. Maybe get a little interview with Mr. Gruden, if we can maybe try and get a couple of tweets over to him.
I've heard he's a fan. So
that's it. That's if Foul production crew stops being stingy.
Yeah.
and stops giving all the money to Shannon and Skip.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is basically, when we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, we've got 5, I think, in a minute, which for 1 day, 2 days, however many. That's great. Thank you very much to everyone that's done that. When we get to 100 subscribers, we're going to set up a Patreon. That means we can do more stuff. If more people enjoy it, we can do more stuff and we can spend more time doing it. Our plan is to become, full-time sport professionals. Maybe our own channel. I don't know. The future's a far, far away place, but it could happen. Could happen.
Matt, if we're going to have you, you're going to have to lock your kids up in the basement or something. It's a great time.
We'll find a way.
Right, okay, guys, thank you very much again. Take care. Thank you very much from me. Thank you, Mr. Chowdhury, for joining us, and Mr. Matt Coops. Get your comments down. I'll have to do the stupid YouTuber thing because supposedly, scientifically and psychologically, if you don't say like and subscribe, people won't do it. So like, subscribe, and put something down the bottom. Sorry, Matt, what are you going to say?
Like and subscribe. I was just saying it again.
Like and subscribe. We need some...
like.
Yeah. Right, cheers, guys. Thank you very much. Take care now.